details. Now, I didn't do something last week because I had an issue with my car, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. But, anyways, so I did say that I was going to review Bring Her Back, which I definitely did. Let me fix this camera here a little better. But basically, what I did do is I did watch Bring Her Back. And if I got to give it 5 stars, I would give it 4.5. Because what I did like about it, yeah, I'm sorry, these glasses, I got to get eye surgery, so I got to wear these. But anyway, I really liked Bring Her Back. Bring Her Back, it wasn't really gory. Well, no, I lied. Okay, it wasn't scary. That's the word I was looking for. It wasn't scary like I thought it was going to be. It was more psychologically scary, and it was more gory. It was gory. That's what I liked about it. It was gory. It was psychologically scary. It was very, you had to pay attention. It was, okay, this is what I liked about it. Okay, so basically, here is what's going on with it. It was kind of different than what I thought. I knew it had something to do with taking a soul out of someone else's body and putting it into someone else's body, but I didn't know the premise of it, basically. So basically, if you see this moving back here, it's because my fan. Not spirits. Too bad. Maybe later. But so basically, what it was with Bring Her Back, like I said before, it was the same people that made Talk to Me. So Bring Her Back was basically, there was these two kids, well, a teenager and a like 11-year-old girl. So a teenage boy and a girl. They just lost their dad, their brother and sister. They just lost their dad. He killed himself or something. And so they had to go get a foster because he wasn't 18 yet to take care of her. So they go to this foster home and they pick this lady because I guess she was a foster care worker or whatever. So they trusted her. So they're like, oh, you're going to be put with her until you can be 18 and you can take care of your sister. So basically, they go to this house. The boys seem, the older teenager, he seemed to think she was a little strange, which she does seem a little strange, but at first she seems really nice. She takes a liking to the younger sister who is actually blind. But come to find out that the lady who brought them in, her daughter was the same age, also blind, who had died. I don't know if it was a couple months before, a year before, I don't remember how long ago. But she had passed away. So she brought these kids in. You're thinking everything is going to be okay. She's a little too nice. They like her at first. The younger girl, of course, likes her right away, but find out they have another foster kid there. And they're like, oh, what's wrong with him? He's kind of mute. First, I thought it was a little girl that had a shaved head, but I guess it's a little boy. And she's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But she locks him in the room. He acts really weird. He, does all this weird shit. And, the girl is blind, so she doesn't know what's really going on. But the brother is kind of like, okay, there's some weird shit going on. Like, what's wrong with him? So he's kind of figuring things out. Like, there's something not right here. There's something kind of up with this lady. So what this lady is trying to do is basically, without telling you the whole movie, which I'm basically kind of doing, she's trying to get a wedge between the brother and the sister because she wants the sister. She's doing all these kind of evil things to the sister, making it seem like it's the brother to kind of get a wedge between them. She wants them apart because she wants the little girl, because basically the premise of the movie is that she has this other foster kid there that she put the soul of her dead daughter into this foster kid and is waiting. So the soul is just sitting into this foster kid. So this foster kid is there, but the soul of her dead daughter is there. And it's kind of like the soul is fighting the kid inside, almost like a possession. And what she wants to do is put the soul of her daughter into her foster daughter to bring her daughter back to life. But what she has to do is basically kill the foster daughter to bring her daughter back to life. Now, these kids don't know this, obviously, and we're knowing this later on. So like I said, she's bringing a wedge between these two kids. She's doing all this crazy stuff to the daughter to make it, the foster daughter, make it look like the brother did it. She's driving a wedge between them. He goes and tries to tell the the head foster place, like, this lady is crazy. She's trying to do all this stuff. She's like, no, I know her. There's no way, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, no, the foster kid that we have there, there's something wrong with him because he tries to give the kid some fruit because he was locked in the room. She said, don't let him out. He does anyway. Tries to give the kid some fruit, and the kid starts eating the fruit on the knife and starts eating the knife. Like, cuts all through here, all the way up here, and they show all this blood. So it's so gory, and the kid starts eating all this weird shit, starts biting on the table. The knife goes all the way up through here. There's blood everywhere. So he tries to call the ambulance, but I guess the kid can't get out of this, like, ritual circle because the foster mom learned the ritual to get the soul out of the body of her daughter into the foster kid so she can put it into the other foster kid. It's insane. So basically, when the older kid is figuring out something weird is going on, but he doesn't know it's a ritual, right? He goes to the shed and he finds a dead body in the shed in a cooler. Come to find out, it's the foster mom's daughter. So she has the body there. I don't know why she has the body there. I don't know if it's for because the foster kid that has the soul inside him is like eating the dead body. It's gruesome. It's great. So I would give it, like I said, 4.5 stars out of 5. I would give it 5, but I really didn't like the ending because I don't know what really happened at the end. When you see it, you'll be like, okay, you kind of just have to determine in your mind what happened at the end. But come to find out, the brother goes and he gets the lady who was like, oh no, she worked here for years. She's a great foster mom. Like, she's not believing him. So she goes and she's talking to the lady. They start having, you seem like everything is going to work out to where the lady believes her, doesn't believe the guy, the teenage son. But then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose because she sees blood on her. And then the lady who comes to, the worker, the head lady comes to find out there's blood on her because of this and that. You just got to see, it's just all hell breaks loose. The head foster lady, that's like the head of it, sees the girl's dead body in the freezer in the shed, starts believing the kid. She starts having a fight with the lady and was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. She tries to go get the younger daughter. Like, where is she? Where is she? So the teenage boy and the head, like, DPSS lady, the foster head lady, tries to run out with the boy, like, no, we got to go get help. We need to call the police. All of a sudden, here comes the foster lady. Bam! Runs into him with the car, kills them both. That's one thing I don't like about it. Foster kid dies. He just wanted to help his sister. So, but the thing is about it, the foster mom has to kill the blind girl the way that her daughter died so she can transfer the souls. But come to find out, the other little foster kid that was there, that has the soul inside him, was kidnapped. It's all hell breaks loose. But at the end, you just kind of got to determine what really happened at the end. So from what I could see is, I think the blind girl that was the foster ends up being alive. I think she lives. Everything is fine, but it's just like all hell breaks loose on this movie. So bring her back, gory, intense, psychologically. It's not like jump scary. There's a couple parts where you're like, holy shit, what just fucking happened? But it's not really like scary, slasher scary. It's just like psychologically insane. Lots of blood. I like that part. I really like the movie. 4.5 stars. You should definitely go and watch it. Bring her back. I think it's by A24, the same people that did Talk to Me. But I really like the movie. Go see it. Usually, sometimes I do 2 movies. I don't think there was another movie that I saw because there's been a lot going on here. So, yeah, Bring Her Back. So that's all I have time for, really. I know it's a little short video. But Bring Her Back was really good. Like I said, it was very intense. There's a lot of weird, creepy shit going on in this movie. A24 does have a lot of weird stuff that goes on. That's why I like them. They also did... they're like similar to Blumhouse and Neon and stuff like that. So they all do some crazy shit. But like I said, I really liked it. Bring Her Back. Go see it. I think I saw it. I think I saw it on my app, but I think you can stream it either pretty soon or it's gonna be on Prime to rent. I'm not sure, but it's very intense. There's some parts where you're gonna be like, did she just really do that to that girl? Did this just happen? It's just a lot of intense moments. So, like I said, I'm trying to think of another movie that I might have watched that I could review real quick. I'm not I'm not thinking if there's another one because I went and saw Superman, but that's not a scary one, so I'm not going to review that. But that was good, just to let you know. Let me see here. Is there another scary one? Actually, I did see another scary one. It was on Tubi. I don't think it was made for Tubi, but it was called Requiem for a Scream. Uh, I gave it maybe 2 stars. That was kind of weird. 2 stars. Um, it wasn't that great, obviously, if I gave it 2 stars. It was basically this guy who was going around killing people, and when they died and their screams, he would record them and make them into music. So these teenagers went to this cabin because the main girl wanted to spread her sister's ashes at this cabin. And she did this behind her parents' back. And she invited some friends from high school. They're like now in college, but from high school, she invited them there. She wanted to spread her sister's ashes at the cabin that they loved, that they went to like every summer, I believe. And when they're there, they find this like flash drive and they're trying to look at it, but it's encrypted, so they couldn't open it. So they're having a good time, They get into an argument. One of the girls goes outside, and all of a sudden she gets her throat slashed. And they bring her inside. They're like, oh my God, what happened? And this guy is calling him on the walkie talkie, but the whole entire time he's been watching them and seeing him what's going on in the house. He's like, I want the flash drive. And then you guys can live, blah, blah, blah. But they don't believe him, of course. And so it's like a cat and mouse game the whole entire time. He's killing everybody. He wants the flash drive. But he basically just goes around killing people so he can make their screams into music. So Requiem for a Scream. But I think it could have been better. That's all I can say is so it wasn't that great. Requiem for a Scream. I mean, if you kind of want to watch something, it was all right. It wasn't as good as the other movies that I saw on Tubi that I kind of reviewed. So Requiem for a Scream. If you want to see it on Tubi, 2 stars. It was pretty. It was nah. It was all right for a slasher. Lots of blood. It didn't really make too much sense about why the guy was doing what he was doing. They didn't really explain. A lot of Tubi movies don't. The way it ended was horrible. So if you just wanted to pass some time, you can probably watch that one. Requiem for a Scream, 2 stars. So go ahead. You don't need to probably even watch that one, but you can. I mean, it's all right. It's a slasher, but definitely go see Bring Her Back. Very good. 4.5 stars. And keep watching and have pleasant nightmares.